Christopher Atkins, from teen idol to proud grandfather. At 64, Christopher Atkins, the fresh-faced actor who set Hollywood ablaze in the 1980s, has lived a life marked by dizzying fame, crushing betrayal, addiction, survival, and ultimately, redemption. His story is not just about stardom, but about resilience, reinvention, and finding joy in unexpected places. The sudden spotlight. Christopher Atkins was born on February 21, 1961, in Rye, New York. Before the cameras ever found him, he was simply a young model with no acting background to speak of. But in 1980, his life changed forever. At just 19, Atkins was plucked from obscurity to star opposite Brooke Shields in The Blue Lagoon, a provocative survival romance that scandalized critics but triumphed at the box office. The film's daring exploration of youthful intimacy on a deserted island drew outrage from moral guardians, yet it turned Atkins into an overnight teen idol. He recalled being constantly pursued, often more by men than women, and confessed the overwhelming attention left him both exhilarated and bewildered. A meteoric rise. Following The Blue Lagoon, Atkins expanded his resume with roles in TV films like Child Bride of Short Creek, 1981, and voice work in animated projects. Then, he took bold career leaps, from the swashbuckling parody The Pirate Movie to the controversial A Night in Heaven, 1983, where he played a college student moonlighting as a stripper. In 1983, Atkins landed a role that cemented him as a household name, Peter Richards on the iconic soap opera Dallas. Across 27 episodes, his boyish charm captivated millions, further establishing him as one of America's most recognizable faces. Fame fades, struggles begin. By the mid-1980s, however, the roles slowed. Behind the scenes, Atkins faced devastating personal upheaval. After marrying Australian model Lynn Barron, he discovered his manager had embezzled up to $500,000. "There is nothing worse than having your whole life pulled from underneath you," he later admitted. Betrayal and financial ruin drove him into alcoholism. In 1986, at just 25, he admitted himself to rehab. That dark turning point marked the beginning of his lifelong commitment to sobriety, a battle he has fought and won for decades. Clinging to the craft. Even as Hollywood moved on, Atkins refused to abandon acting. He kept working through the late 1980s and 90s, appearing in films like Mortuary Academy, 1988, Listen to Me, 1989, and Fatal Charm, 1990. Television appearances, from Silk Stockings to High Tide, kept him visible, though far from the heights of his early fame. During these years, he also embraced fatherhood. With 2 children, Grant and Brittany, Atkins found personal purpose beyond the fleeting glow of the spotlight. Reinvention and reality TV. In the 2000s, Atkins continued acting in independent projects, but also discovered a new passion, designing luxury swimming pools. His lagoon-style creations for wealthy clients felt like a poetic echo of the Blue Lagoon that had first defined him. In 2009, he re-emerged on VH1's reality series, Confessions of a Teen Idol, alongside other former heartthrobs. The experience was both nostalgic and therapeutic, offering him a chance to reflect on his journey while proudly revealing he had been sober for 22 years. Returning to the lagoon. The 2010s saw Atkins balancing pool building, acting in indie and family-friendly films, and even returning to his roots. In 2012, he appeared in Blue Lagoon: The Awakening as a teacher, a symbolic passing of the torch to a new generation of castaways. He also embraced faith-based projects, including The Sparrows, Nesting, 2014, and guest-starred in shows like CSI Miami. While these roles were smaller, they allowed him to keep his craft alive while focusing on the life he truly valued. A grandfather's joy. More than anything, Atkins treasures his role as a grandfather.
By 2021, he had 3 grandsons, whom he calls the highlight of his life. "I take them snake hunting, we go camping, fishing, play ball, wrestle all the time. We have a blast," he said proudly. On Instagram, longtime fans shower him with admiration. Comments like, "Still the handsomest man alive," and "One of a kind, you rock," prove that for many, his star has never dimmed. The work continues. Even now, Atkins continues to act. Recent credits include Lake of Fire, 2020, Attraction to Paris, 2021, and the holiday feature Ladies of the 80s, A Diva's Christmas, 2023. He is attached to upcoming projects such as Out for Vengeance, Prism, and Lucky Valentine, some of which he is also producing or writing. "I really would like to build a house from the ground up," he once shared. "Write, produce, direct, all of that. And I've got a couple of things very, very close that I'm excited about." His ambitions show no sign of slowing down. The legacy of Christopher Atkins. From teen idol hysteria to rehab, from soap opera fame to building swimming pools, Christopher Atkins has lived through every twist of the Hollywood roller coaster. Yet he emerges today as not a fallen star, but as a survivor who reinvented himself, embraced his family, and never stopped creating. His career may have soared and stumbled, but his resilience, charm, and humanity remain intact. At 64, Christopher Atkins stands as a reminder that even when the brightest spotlight fades, life still offers new roles, and perhaps the most meaningful ones come not from Hollywood, but from the bonds of family and the courage to keep dreaming.